Hi, welcome to WatchMojo.com. I'm your host Christine, and today we'll take a look at Ottawa's cultural institutions. Canada's National Gallery is one of the premier art galleries in the country. The National Gallery was first formed in 1880 and has since changed homes several times until finally residing in the current location in 1988. The focus of the National Gallery's art collection is mainly Canadian art, although it is also home to pieces by noted European artists. In 2005, the National Gallery installed a sculpture of a giant spider, artist Louise Bourgeois' Maman, in front of the gallery. The Canadian Museum of Civilization is the most visited museum in the country, visited by over 1.3 million people annually. It is also one of the oldest cultural institutions in North America, with roots dating back to 1856. The CMC is most renowned by visitors for its permanent galleries, which explore Canada's 20,000 years of human history, and for its extraordinary architecture and riverside setting. The Canadian War Museum is Canada's national museum of military history, focusing on military conflicts that occurred on Canadian soil involving Canadian forces or had a significant effect on the country. Most of the museum's main floor is devoted to the Canadian Experience Galleries, which are exhibits that underline the great effect war has had on Canadian development, and also the important role Canadians have played in international conflicts. The 4 permanent exhibitions are organized chronologically, starting in 1885 and reaching to the present. Although not technically a museum, due to its exquisite architecture and high number of visitors, Canada's Parliament buildings are a Canadian cultural landmark that attracts 3 million visitors each year. The entire parliamentary complex measures over 112,000 square miles. The Peace Tower is the most prominent symbol in the Parliament buildings, measuring 300 feet high. It was built to commemorate the end of the First World War. Among other things, the tower contains a list of all Canadians who have died as a result of service in the Canadian Forces. The changing of the guard ceremony conducted in Canada is performed daily during the summer months at Rideau Hall and Parliament Hill by the combined ceremonial unit made up of 2 Canadian regiments of foot guards. This ceremony is Canadian tradition at its finest.